I feel like you're... I believe you, but I also feel like you're pulling my leg. First item, Aghanim Scepter.
You're just gonna have to have faith in me.
Okay. Can I see the replay link?
No.
No. Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
At this time of day.
No.
No.
May I see?
No. Alright, so Underlord coming in, certainly a good counter pick to the Phantom Lancer, but now they have kind of a weird situation with who's going where, what are their lanes. I think could it even be maybe Mars mid? I imagine that Underlord also has an okay matchup against Dragon Knight mid, but I think the whole point of this Underlord is to go run him at the Phantom Lancer. So we'll have to see. Keen probably just... Oh, actually, I guess they could grab a core here, since they don't have the last overall pick.
Now you've made me self-conscious and I've looked it up. Okay, second item.
Okay.
Ag Scepter.
What was the first item?
Manta.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Still, that's really early. Like, that's still...
You got it in 21 minutes.
Yeah, that's wild.
Dire team back.
Alright. Keen, grab a cup. I was wondering if they were gonna, like, put the so I think they are putting the Dragon Knight in the position 3 now. Maybe. Could be offlane Quap. But I was wondering if they were just gonna grab, like, an OD or something. But maybe you just don't want to be playing OD into the Silencer Dark Willow. Though I guess Quap is not much better.
10 seconds.
Really. We'll have to see.
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like the Quap would have been really effective actually against Keen Gaming.
Yeah.
Aster were to pick it up.
Yeah, it could have been a good pick for them, certainly. I think the other angle that they're looking at is that just somebody out of the... Well, in theory, somebody out of the Mars Underlord has to be going mid. But in practice, that may not actually be the case. It could be, like, 4 Mars, Underlord is the 3, and then it's Silencer mid. Which would definitely be
more probably against the Quap, right?
Yeah, it would be a wild and wonderful situation. Well, is Silencer better mid than... I don't know any of these matchups. Do you know the Quap Mars, Quap Silencer, and Quap Underlord mid matchups? I have no idea. I'm not even going to pretend that I know about those matchups.
I mean, maybe they're still leaving their mid until the last pick. They could go something like... they go TA? No, not really.
No, TA's terrible this game. This is an even worse TA game than the one where they actually picked it just before.
Well, TA actually does pretty decently against the Quap. I know you might not think that she does because of the Shadow Strike getting rid of the refraction, but yeah, of course, having a lot of little things that can get rid of your refraction on the PL side as well as the damage over time and everything else, it's not fantastic.
Okay, so Naga Siren banned out. Aster likely still looking for their big pause 1 here. What exactly that's going to be, I'm not sure. Something like a Slark.
Monkey King.
Slark looks okay. Monkey King actually not bad. Not a bad suggestion, but Lena. What?
Alright, let's see what these lanes are.
Alright, Mars 1.
Lena 2.
Lena's mid. Underlord, okay. So it's just a 5 Silencer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fine. You can pick it as that first phase hero. Means that Keen would need to adjust their draft around it, which they kind of have.
Yeah, I do think the global is going to be valuable this game. I mean, the Lena certainly has a good matchup against the Quap.
Again, she is susceptible to being ganked as well, and you know, this task pretty good at it. That rotation.
Wait, so do they have So it's actually it's offlane Quap, right? Yeah.
I cannot tell the difference. I'm sorry.
I was
between those
just I
two.
was just checking. Yeah, well, I pulled up I looked at the previous game by tabbing out,
Yeah.
and it was the. So yeah, the person that was playing the Legion Commander in the previous game is playing the Quap this game. So after the counter pick from Aster, they've just decided to go back to DK is middle, and Quap is playing on the side lane. This is actually probably quite annoying for Mars, right? You're playing against like a Quap Tusk dual lane, and you've only got a Silencer as your support. Like, Silencer's an okay laning hero, but he can't man up against Queen of Pain Tusk at all. If he gets a Shadow Strike on him and the tag team starts going, he's just dead. 100%.
Yeah.
So I like this adjustment from Keen.
It's a lot of faith being put into, both of the heroes. If SCC is getting going on, then you need to be getting really proactive on Baboka's end to try and harass them down, take some of that intellect, and then likewise, if it gets put onto the Silencer, you need to get a spear away really, really quick, especially on the Tusk if you can, to stop the tag team follow-up.
I do believe in the Dark Willow this game, though. I think Fade
Prepare for battle.
should be set up to have a reasonably good game. What do we got? Tusk's already starting with some boots. Quap just statting up to begin with.
You almost had that.
I have seen Lina win this matchup versus DK really hard, but you have to be super proactive. You have to hit your stuns, and you have to just auto attack him almost constantly for like the first 2 or 3 levels, and then you can kind of wear him down and get like a kill at level 5, but it's not normally the way that this normally goes is that just Lina just kind of trades farm with DK, and he's a little bit behind, but he's DK, so who cares, kind of thing.
Yep.
30 seconds to battle.
Alright, we've got this Underlord moving forward a little bit. He doesn't have the greatest amount of regen on himself, just the one set of tangos. I'll
Yeah.
have to be cautious here about getting caught out.
Yeah, it does have the ring of regen, but Afu running up onto the hill here, trading some blows with Fade. Manning up, he does have his teammates coming over to help him out. Fade does not want to be forced into the Shadow Realm if he can help it, but here comes the tag team, and yeah, that will prompt the Shadow Realm as the response. XXS does manage to swoop in there and grab the bounty, and Baboka with a little wraparound is going to be able to grab himself another, so nice start for Aster there.
Baboka did a good job of doing that little vision check on the mid tower, so he's been able to de-ward it already for his mid laner, so
Okay,
nicely
very
done.
nice. Certainly going to be helpful. YDS now running back over top. Aster blocking it all the way back until just outside of tower range. Definitely going to be very important that they keep this lane control. And Baboka already skilling up the glaives, just going to go straight in for the trades, and they do get the deny on their range creep early on. So should be able to keep the lane nice and static.
Dire's courier has
And,
been killed.
ooh, actually, that's Triple C, Courier getting sniped, and YDS dragging the second creep wave. So seeing that he was a little bit late to the lane and that Aster had already got things kind of under control is now going to introduce some chaos. And this is 100% the right play for him to be making in this situation.
What are your thoughts on the double Sage's mask on Baboka?
Oh, interesting. I just assumed he was going to get like a Bassi or something, but this is nice mana regen. I guess it's going to give him a lot to spam with the glaives. He's got really high int, right? So
Yeah.
it's going to give him a lot of mana regen off of that. YDS is just trading blows with the tag team, but Baboka happy to still sit here and keep on chunking. He does have a salve to fall back on a little bit later on. That's Triple C going to come over and threaten the spear. Going to force that back as Quap. Come on, you can't miss that range creep. What is that? There's no one around. There's no tower. There's nothing here, and you miss the range creep last hit.
But tell us what you really think, Cam.
That is a CS lul if I have ever seen one.
Well, they're getting aggressive here onto Baboka. Luckily, he's cut himself a pathway through the trees to escape. And yeah, I think the Bassi ring is a smart choice. Maybe he'll be the one to go into the Veil early on. Maybe he'll get a medallion picked up for himself with his other sages.
Or he's just going to buy Necrobook as fast as humanly possible. It's
As a 5, though?
the least likely choice.
Yeah.
What other options we got? I think Urn, pretty likely. Though maybe the Dark Willow would be buying the Urn this game, who knows. It is a pretty common pickup, though Fade has already started with the headdress, so...
I think Medallion's just super value, especially considering the fact that YDS is probably going to be picking it up as well, so to be able to counteract any sort of minus armor that gets put onto your team is pretty practical.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in the...
because dead.
Oh,
Maybe.
easy, spear back, Tusk, deny, maybe. SCCC not interested in it. He just wanted the kill instead, and it will be the first blood drawn by the Queen of Pain. Actually standing her ground, throwing out the dagger, going to harass SCCC down a little bit more as he tries to retreat back. Not going to be able to contest any of these CS. I'm watching Quap. Oh.
Oh no no!
he's doing fine. Wave's pushing a bit. XXS are at 2 points up in the Atrophy, or already has his full ring of health bottom. He's going to be very difficult to dislodge from this lane. You can see Alpha's already spammed through all of his mana. But not much else he can do. YDS trying for the sneaky rotation towards mid. Not so sneaky. Very spotted. But Lina in a pretty compromised position, and no help will be forthcoming. The tag team just giving them the rundown. Tried for the two-man stun, but YDS will be the one securing that kill.
Yeah, I mean it's nice to see like lots of little objectives being taken throughout the map. It seems now at 4 minutes, every single support's just like, all right, rune time. You know, it seems like an absolute necessity compared to the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, there has been a lot of movement. DK's already got his 2 bracers. Okay, he's chill now. He's actually winning the mid lane after that gank. And YDS able to just head back up top. Queen of Pain getting fine CS up here. This laning adjustment has turned out to be great. And you know me, I'm not a huge believer in the mid Lina anyway, so... bit worrying that he's not getting off to the best of starts. It's not terrible, but not amazing either.
Yeah, but not terrible isn't really what you want when it was your last pick.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be getting a lot of value out of this.
And when you think about it, like you said, he's Dragon Knight's been able to pick up a couple of braces, so he's doing fine. You're also coming up against the massive armor from the Dragon Knight, so all of this harass isn't really doing all too much, and he's doing really well in terms of the deny count.
Yeah. And when it comes to the mid game, the Dragon Knight and the Phantom Lancer are just gonna walk at you as Lina. Like, you do have, in fairness, you do have some beefy boys to protect you. You've got the Underlord and the Mars to kind of get up in their face and protect the Lina, so that certainly should be helpful, but Tron's gonna have to be super careful with his positioning in these fights. And okay, Fade scouting out YDS. This is the same problem that we saw in the other game, though, that the mid lane starts to tip a little bit, or there's there's pressure coming in, and then Fade is being forced away to kind of right the ship, and as a result, they're maybe not getting as much pressure as they would want. Though it does seem like XXS is winning this lane by himself, just fine. Denying very heavily against the Phantom Lancer, who just sitting there very sadly with his -20.
I mean, yeah, what can you do against that?
Yeah.
You're just sitting at a, what, 50 attack damage disadvantage?
Yeah, so what's it, like 110 versus
60?
60, yeah, oh god. He got that one at least.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay if you go something like Keeper of the Light to combo together with him. At least you can spam out those Spirit Lancers. You can feel a bit more comfortable to Phantom Rush onto a range creep, because then you can just get Blinding Light back if they try and turn on you. But with this, like, what can you do?
Yeah, there is no spamming out this man in this position. XXS is Gonna start bringing the pressure in with this siege creep. Phantom Lancer just hitting up the jungle. He's got some gloves of haste, and he is a jungle farmer. They're making an attempt onto Afu. Nice little jukes. Eats the tree, keeps on heading through, does throw out the frost shield to keep his tower alive a little bit longer, but how much can he really do? He's trying to lead this creep wave away on a merry chase.
I like it.
It's actually working. This is pretty good. Can he snipe another courier? I don't know. He's getting.
I mean,
run
I
out.
hope not. I hope.
Oh, he's
not.
got it. He's got it. He's got
Oh
it.
my
He's got it.
God.
He's got it. Fade. What are you doing? I mean, he's gonna get the kill, but or will he? Alpha's actually got stick charges. Alright, high ground, fog, TP, Afu.
Come on.
What a god.
Oh, I think that's a little unfade, though, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, your courier definitely shouldn't die like that, but I mean, still surviving afterwards is also the big play there. Mid tower is just getting chunked down by Dragon Knight. No cares about Lina in the world. But they've got this big Underlord problem in their bottom lane currently.
With a Vanguard, by the way.
Yeah. And some extra regen on top of that. Afu's like, nah, you know what? That's your creep wave, but he's aggroing it again. Afu, the madman. There's a team fight happening mid. Whatever. Lena's dead. Queen of Pain actually looking kind of dead as well. Where's that snowball going? Quap getting ticked down. Does have a regen rune. Tusk loses his life. It's gonna be some +2 for good old Bobica, but not the best trade really, losing to Lina and Aster rotating everybody only to get the Tusk kill.
Yeah, actually a sick play by Tusk to just draw all of the attention away, and it was a bit of a delta split moment happening with the Dragon Knight moving left, Queen of Pain going right.
Well, that looked somewhat promising, but SC just walks up, gets dragon-tailed, and that's the end of that. I don't think he had the damage to get the kill on this Dragon Knight. He is very tanky. Full raindrop. Well, has a raindrop ready as well. What is... Okay, so this Underlord is just parking down here, right? That's all his game plan is. He's buying an Atos, try and get some more lockdown against the Queen of Pain. He's just buying some treads so far, nothing too surprising. YDS comes in. He's got a couple of wards here protecting him. I don't think he should die unless he blocks himself with ice shards. Just able to run over towards his team and should be fine. Actually, now just looking for the turnaround in SC, in fact, as they got the Dragon Knight and the Queen of Pain moving into position. Mars, somewhat tanky, might be able to get the arena out, but it's only Fade here trying to help him. And Bramble May is not really going to do too much at the end of the day.
Yeah, level 4 Fade, still not quite enough to be able to get that Terrorize off at the end of the day. You know, immediate transition now. They've got the push onto this tower. They've got the siege creep here. Able to get a lot done.
And they're lumbering the Underlord into position as well. For getting kind of run at, but it's fine. How's PL doing? So hasn't opted, as we've been seeing, for the full hood. Little stun, Underlord getting going on, dragged back underneath the tower. Boboka and Chion gonna try and help him out. He's still pretty tanky. Afu, that's all of his spells. Stun still catching the Dragon Knight. Now SC comes in, pushes the Dragon Knight a little bit further back, and he's actually in a decent position to keep on living here. The Lina almost dead. The snowball coming through. XXS trying for the evac, but SC losing a lot of life very quickly, and they even forced the global silence just to get them out of there. 1-for-1 trade, but the Lina dying again, and they don't get the tier 1.
No tier 1. Pretty costly, both in terms of, as you said, the hero kills as well as the global silence being popped. It means that now you've got this Phantom Lancer, you've got this Queen of Pain that are going to feel a lot more confident to start taking these aggressive movements. We saw there in the middle of that teamfight, Quap just blinked forward to the front lines to get the Sonic Wave off onto the Lina. We should look to see a bit more of that.
And Quap just going for a Blade Mill here.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, nice damage item for sure. Big deterrent as well against like the Dark Willow trying to combo you, or Lina even, you know, when she gets her Yules. You can just mash the Blade Mail, and you might not survive, but at least you'll make them think twice about going on you. They're making an attempt on the Dragon Knight here. Fade does have the level 6 now, so decent damage coming through. DK still tanky, though, and now they've got the Snowball. It is going to drag them back up onto the high ground, though, and that's into the Pit of Malice. Lina taking the damage, just going to keep on laying in with the auto attacks, confident that the team can keep on fighting. They get the pushback onto the Tusk, who tries for the tower quickly. Quick thinking from YDS, but faster from SC as they do get the deny. And that is a nice 2 kills for Aster.
Yeah, nice 2 kills for Aster, but at the end of the day, that was the perfect Chain Frost, and it still wasn't enough to win them the fight. So really, at this point, it's all about making space for Erica, getting closer and closer to that Diffusal Blade. So you'd have to think that in a minute's time, when you've got the next Chain Frost up, when you've got the next Elder Dragon form, that's going to be go time for Keen.
Yeah, but this Underlord still presents a pretty major problem for them. Fortunately, doesn't have Crimson Guard just yet, so you will still be able to go for some of the other targets, but it's not an easy spot to find yourself in as the Phantom Lancer. Why is he hogging this Keen Optic as well? What's this about? Is he gonna swap this in for mana regen in a second?
I guess. But it's 6 seconds to go between lanes, it's, between camps. It's probably not going to get any sort of impact from it, right?
Yeah, really not. Oh, jump in. All right, success spotted. Immediately pops a Dark Drift. Says hello to everybody. How you doing? Cops a little Shadow Strike, and he's straight back into the fountain. It's mana wasted from Queen of Pain.
Only about 100 or so gold away from finishing up his Rod of Atos, so he's going to be ready when Keen are online. You can see now Diffusal Blade picked up by Erica, maybe going for the level 12 before joining in on anything, but Aster, they're keen to go now.
Fade already has level 7, still just working on his Yules. YDS chilling out around here. They are seemingly not going to take this fight. They do have the Diffusal. They get some lockdown onto the Tusk. Can you get the Snowball off? Won't be able to turn around in time. Nice stun timing from the Lina, and that's just a freebie for Aster. It seemed like they knew 100% that they were giving away that tower, so shouldn't be giving away freebies like that. It is just a support, but not the biggest deal. Dragon Knight is going for a pipe first here.
I don't mind it. There's a ton of magic damage.
Yeah, true. Oh, Global Spin pop. Queen of Pain in a pretty compromising position. And that is going to be a free pick for Aster. Well, it cost them the global, but no no kills or anything.
I think that's okay. Like,
hey, Afu.
To be...
He's dead.
For an ultimate, though, so not the worst.
Oh no, was that his mango tree? Did his mango tree just get cut down by the Arena of Blood?
I think so.
That is so sad. Oh well, pour one out for Afu.
Man,
Yeah,
I could use a mango now.
actually, was it his mango tree? No, it was a dire mango tree. So he just mowed down
his team.
Yeah, he just mowed down his own team's mango tree. This is why I know people don't like it, but this is why you just put it in the base. It's guaranteed value, and your Mars won't accidentally cut it down with the Arena of Blood.
Well, the pressure keeps mounting up now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, sorry. Peel's level 13. He's got his Diffusal Blade. He's nearly finished up into his Yasha, but Aster are taking way too much off this map. I think you need to actually start to become a factor in this game.
Yeah, they're trying to punish XXS, getting gone on, but where's the extra damage? They have blocked him in here. He's just going to be looking for the TP out. They're actually getting decent turnaround damage. Cheon wants out, though. So does Fade, and everybody just makes their escape. Baboka left to hoof it back to base.
Great
SC
instant reaction as well. That was the first fight that Erica actually looked to join. SC called it out immediately as soon as he saw the TP coming through the bot side of the map. Straight away uses the Underlord ulti, and it's a wasted rotation from Erica.
Ooh, they've spotted the Tusk. Gets caught in the pit. Snowball won't be able to use it. SC finds a killing spree. Fade wants a little bit more. He runs up onto the high ground. He's being feared and just gets popped. This is why you do not walk blind up onto hills. He just wanted to find another catch, but Too many heroes waiting there for him. And now maybe a 4-on-4. Queen of Pain jumping forward aggressively. Baboka, a little bit out of position, but he does have a global silence to be able to pop here. Blade Mail now coming out. There's the global. SC running forward, wanting to finish off the co-op. She's still pretty tanky, but won't be able to escape here. Mars low. Afu wants to finish this kill, but he needs some help from his cores, and they are instead focusing onto the Lina, who's trying to speed her way away from this fight. Fogging gets the stun out, but here comes the Lance, and that will be a great kill for Erica, as they still should be able to get this SCCC kill. Dragon Tail there, run in with the Phantom Lancer, and double kill for this Phantom Lancer.
Man, that seems so odd for me. They continued to fight down the bottom side of the map when they knew Erica was there, having no TP to join in any sort of fights on the top side of the map. It would have been, you know, a relatively easy Roche. It would have been a push down into perhaps the tier 2 tower mid or tier 1 top, or even just continue farming on your side of the map.
Yeah, and where was the Underlord in that fight? Am I wrong? Was he not there?
He was there at the start because that was the reason the Quap died. He got his ATOS off at the end of the combo.
Right.
Was able to chunk her, but
then it just kind of got split up, I think, and the PL found the Lina way too easily. Ooh, they looked for that catch, couldn't quite get it. Very well timed blink away. But this Phantom Lancer is getting big. 10.3k net worth. Mars not keeping pace at all. He's slipped behind the Dragon Knight at this point, and it's not like DK went for a farming item. He's just got a pipe, so SCCC. Even with these kills, I'm actually surprised that his net worth is where it is. He's only got 101 CS.
Erica being patient down here, wanting to farm up that big juicy creep wave, but he's happy to just wait, do the neutral camp thing instead, maximize his time on the bottom side of the map. They've got a good amount of vision around as well, so he can feel pretty safe with where he's farming. Just this like little corner of the map is entirely his.
Yeah, and he's got a Manta now, so locking him down in these fights is going to be very difficult. There is a lot that you need to dispel, so he will still need to be careful. You know, it could happen that he pops the Manta to get out of, say, the pit or something, and then just immediately gets globaled or what have you. So.
Yeah.
And he's actually... Oh, he's queuing up a Shadow Blade. Check it out. I guess the Silver Edge to kind of deal with the Underlord. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if he's going to start joining in onto these bounty rune fights that are coming up in the next 10 seconds. Seems like that is the case. Oh, they've lost the outpost, so...
Definitely the plan. They've got the high ground here on the side of Aster that they're going to go for the Terrorize, pushing them back in with the Snowball, saving them from all the damage. It does push them back into the pit. Here comes the Global. Dark Willow still doing what she can. We've got the Dragon Knight standing strong in the front lines. Team not really there to help, as in the back lines, Phantom Lancer on a little bit of a wild goose chase, just trying to get back into the fight now. He does get locked down, however, XXS, he's figured out the real one, and SCCC with this double damage making quick work of the Phantom Lancer, won't be able to re-engage. Quap gets the Blade Mail off, still surviving, gets the blink out. She's okay, and it's still just the Dragon Knight death so far, but Atos back off cooldown, and now the Lina joins the fray. They pick up the Tusk, pop him back down, grab that kill, and Aster hunting for more, but won't be able to find it.
Some great evasive action coming there from Chuyan, making sure that a lot of the attention was being focused onto him from both the PL and the Lich, and able to get away, so made it a 4v3 fight for the rest of his team. Afu just popping his Chain Frost on this creep wave on the top side, said, you know what, forget it, it's my time now.
Yeah, I'm farming, I want this Glimmer Cape. Get out of here. Lina getting close-ish to a BKB. Mars going to be going for an Ags next. Still might have some mana problems against the Phantom Lancer, but definitely a nice source of damage for him. What's we already talked about what PL's going next. He's still got this Shadow Blade queued up. And Underlord not interested in building into the Crimson Guard, just going to be going for some Greaves and then over into a Radiance, in fact.
He had a good start to the game, but he's just started to taper off a little bit, I suppose, wanting to make sure that he can have the potential to make a larger impact in these team fights.
Wants to save the Vanguard for Abyssal Blade later, clearly. It's the strat.
That's it, man.
Afu You just wanted a little bit... I don't even know if he wanted a little bit of a ward. I think he just wanted to swipe the outpost, but not happening. Everybody converges on his position, and that is going to be the end of him. Baboka getting a little D-ward over on the other side of the map. And we're just kind of chilling for now. Both teams kind of finding their feet, grabbing a couple more items. Doesn't seem like anyone's really in a big rush to make any plays. I think they're all telling themselves like, oh, we just need this one more item and then I'll be strong. But most people have like another 2 or 3k to farm before they actually get their next round. So we might just be chilling for a little bit. Aster loosely thinking about this top tier 1 tower, but it's not a very important tower when it really comes down to it. So I would not expect Keen to put up too much of a fight for it, though they are now TPing in the Tusk and Dragon Knight kind of making his way over. But is this really going to be a fight? Aster are bringing numbers. Erica is not here. It's going to be a slightly slow TP. They don't have a glyph. Yeah, this just seems super weird to me. Maybe they're going to fight for the tier 2. Phantom Lance is pressuring to try and draw them back at mid. Glyph's already being popped. Doppelgangering to try and keep the creep wave alive. Now SC is threatening the TP, so they could try and get some kind of a catch over at top. Underlord not the best target, however. He's already got the Dark Rift off. Can they maybe find something else in the back lines? Fade will be the target. He gets stunned up, and he's actually going to be the one left for dead, perhaps. He gets the Shadow Realm off, and there isn't any way to interrupt, so does get the TP.
YDS just punching a creep in frustration.
Yeah. Ooh, SC. Spear not doing anything. He will be able to just turn around with the Bulwark and walk himself out of here. But now he's got no mana, and the fight is coming to him. YDS and Afu both moving in, and the Tusk looks eager to get a jump here. I think the Phantom Lancer could have even stuck on that a little bit longer, but still finds a double damage and could still reset this fight anyway. SCCC still heading back to the fountain. Aster, knowing that, thinking to themselves, okay, maybe Mars can TP in. Actually, TP's still on cooldown for 20 seconds.
They get the scan off, so they know that they've at least taken a step into this Roche pit. They've left. And yeah, it's really a case of the double damage is nice, but this Dragon form is about to wear off, so not going to be able to get maximum efficiency out of anything. It's really just going to be farming up a little bit faster here on Erica.
Yeah, and knowing that the Dragon form is on cooldown, Aster striking out, looking for something. They don't have a whole lot of vision of anything, and the Radiant Scan is actually going to clip them near the pit, but it clears out now, so Keen should know that this isn't actually a Roshan attempt. It's just the smoke gank in that vicinity, and instead they head over into their jungle. Afu looking to establish a couple more wards down here and create a little pocket of farm for a couple of minutes, and they'll just grab the opposite bounties.
So he's got the Shadow Blade now on the Phantom Lance. Doesn't have the Silver Edge queued up. He's going into the Heart next. So he just wanted a Shadow Blade, you know. That's something a little different. Lich is getting caught out, but yeah, it's just after just the +5.
That's weird. Casual Shadow Blade. I guess you're sad.
That's a Skywrath item, you know.
Yeah. I don't have Doppelwalk anymore.
Got it.
Just I want my invis back. I can see it for kind of getting into the backlines and just trying to kill off the silencer and stuff instantly. And you are putting some pressure on the enemy team, where Phantom Lancer not an easy hero to keep a dust on or anything like that.
Yeah.
Fade is sizing up this fight here, trying to get some kind of initiation going. They're catching at the Dragon Knight, but he is very tanky. Terrorize not going to connect onto him. They will be able to push him over. Here comes the Global Silence. Dragon Knight now getting walloped. Just too much lockdown. He can't move an inch. And on the other side, Queen of Pain, short little blink away, but that's about all the mana that she's got. BKB popped, looking for the BKB TP out, and we'll be fine with that. But that is your 10-second BKB charge used for nothing.
Now, you're more of an offlane player than I am, Kip. What is your opinion on this Ag Scepter build on the Mars? Because I can completely understand it as like maybe 4th item or so, just because of wanting to allow the God's Rebuke to scale. But early on, is it really worth it?
I think it's just because he's the carry Mars and he's supposed to be dealing with the Phantom Lancer a bit more. But yeah, I'm not sure about it either. I guess it is also, it's gonna speed up his farm a little bit, too. So, I can definitely see it from that perspective. Like, I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I want him to have Vlad's instead, or, you know, maybe he could have gone BKB, but if you make the argument that it's a farming item, then this is gonna get him to a BKB faster. AC seems worse.
Do you think it could be the fact that he got a Vampire Fangs and is like, sweet, I don't actually need the Vlads anymore. Now I can go into something a little more greedy.
Yeah, it could be. I think it's just overall it's the carry mentality. I think he's like, I'm the position 1, I'm supposed to be the win condition here, and I need to get the items that are going to make me the most effective against the Phantom Lancer, who's really the only hero that's going to give them a big problem later on. He's now looking for his fight. They've caught out the Lich. Again, Afu wants this outpost. They're not going to let him have it. Tusk getting caught on the high ground. Can he get a shards push down to the low ground? No. No chance of that happening. And SCCC eager to go for Roshan here.
Yeah, I mean, good timing with it. I wonder if they actually spotted out this Dragon Knight having popped his dragon form to just farm and push.
Yeah, just to push out bottom.
Yeah. Sorry, my cord came loose again.
I'm not ragging on your cord, bro. It's fine.
Quit ragging on the cord, man.
So Quap's up here, just trying to push out top. Seems like they're just trying to buy time. Is that a street sweeper outside? Hello? Excuse me? What is this mysterious noise? That's the sign that I'm up too late, clearly. Anyway, Afu getting run at. Let's see, kind of wants it. It does seem like Keen Gaming have gone into full split push mode. They have grabbed the full Silver Edge on this Phantom Lancer, though I don't think he's feeling confident enough to try and solo kill the Underlord.
Hasn't taken his talent yet either. Still considering. I don't think there's many situations when you want to go the
illusions. Yeah, seems very, very situational. The mobility kind of always wins out. Okay, so Lina has a Aghanim Scepter. Tusk's going for a Lotus. Quap's going for a Hex. Dragon Knight's going for this Radiance. It does seem like everybody's kind of planning on the late game more and more here, as Eric is just taking some kind of weird farm. Oh, is he gonna try and kill Baboka? No, he's just gonna try and get out of here. Oh, he's getting cut off though. XXS has found him. There's the quick Manta. They're still chasing. He's got another Doppel. He'll be fine. But bottom bounties going Aster's way, top bounties going Keen's way, and we're still just kind of playing the lane control game, looking for a pickoff somewhere.
We were saying that it would be probably based off what we saw in the draft, one of these games that both teams are kind of happy to bring it to 40 minutes and see how it happens from there.
Oh, Puck getting locked down. BKB forced out, and that is another. This is almost exactly the same spot that he BKB TP'd on the previous BKB charge. So there you go. That's 19 seconds worth of BKB used over there, and Phantom Lancer is getting run at very heavily. Doppel, SC, and Baboka.
They've got a gem on this silencer as well.
Oh, but can they actually find him? The smoke's broken. They're running up through the trees. I don't know if they've actually seen him. He's TPing. Oh, they caught a glimpse of him at the very last second, but it was kind of an awkward pathing spot, and Lina was not ready to try and go for the Yules immediately. So, but yeah, pretty close game on the metrics. Net worth hasn't gone above a 3k lead. Win probability staying pretty stable. Fairly big experience lead in Aster's favor. I think the support's maybe just a bit... Support's a bit underleveled on the Radiant team. Yeah, they're a few levels behind their counterparts. Ooh, Baboka's hunting for something. And we've really... Oh! On the money is SCCC, but can they actually get this kill? His blink is on cooldown, so it does look pretty dead on my screen. And yeah, that's going to be another 2 in. Ooh, TP out from the Underlord.
Wave's already here as well, so this tier 2 tower's going down.
Yeah, and Keen are going to have to actually come back and defend this. They are not in a position to try and rat or trade. Also, they've already used their glyph, and Aster have theirs available, so...
Erica has 15 seconds left on his TP cooldown.
Oh, no. Yeah, 10 seconds to go. They're losing a lot of HP on this tier 3 tower. Where's that frost shield, bud? Afu also TP on cooldown. They're just giving away this lane of racks absolutely for free.
I hope he doesn't TP now at the very end of it all.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got to fully commit. At least they get the tier 2, like, small consolation prize, but man, that's some ill-discipline punished.
Yeah, that really hurts. I really think that this Dragon Knight could be so much bigger as well if he just hadn't gone for this item build. Like...
The pipe specifically?
I think the pipe is fine, but maybe just go like what is the halberd really for? Right? Like, you're mostly gonna die to magical damage. There doesn't really seem to be anyone where disarming them is this amazing, like, game-breaking thing, right? So I think if you just bought like a Maelstrom, hell, even Blink is kind of a farming item. It kind of gives you some mobility and stuff. I know that the Quap and the PL are soaking up a lot of farm on the map, but like, what is this Dragon Knight really doing at this point?
I mean, he's going into his BKB next, then building up into the Radiance. I think when it gets late enough, you might get an Axe after that, just for the additional movement. But yeah, it just feels like a complete non-factor, sitting well down in 6th on the net worth charts.
Yeah. And this is a hero that we've been talking about all day, and how statistically he's this amazing hero this patch, and he's been getting banned a ton and everything else, and here we are in this game, just not really feeling the impact. Do have that BKB now coming out from the Mars, so kind of like I was saying, just this Aghanim Scepter has got him into the next item that little bit faster, and doesn't have the Aegis anymore. We do have this Hex on the Queen of Pain, so a bit more initiation potential.
Here. They're standing underneath this Observer Ward right here.
Ooh, YDS hiding up in the trees. Fade's jumping forward aggressively. They're looking for the Phantom Lancer. He's still invis for now. We'll just try for the turnaround to terrorize. Not gonna lock him down as Fade just keeps on pump faking. SCCC moving into position. Here comes the Hex, but that's just one. Queen of Pain taking a lot of damage, pinned to the wall here as Phantom Lancer just gonna have to go for the TP out. It ends up being a 1-for-1. They've actually found the Tusk on the high ground, and that Laguna Blade pierces him straight through the heart. He's gone.
I think that was a small little misplay there from YDS as well. He, they're looking to immediately go through onto this mid lane.
Yeah, they want more. Afu, Glimmer Caping, but still getting chased by SCCC. Lina, pretty fast, and Phantom Lancer needing to be careful on this high ground.
Yeah, the Tusk was standing up on that high ground there. He had really good vision. He saw that the Lina was TPing onto a creep, and he actually used the Walrus Punch not onto the creep that it was TPing onto.
Oh. PL getting pushed back, losing a lot of life. There's another Laguna Blade, and that's another kill. Dragon Knight's not even here. His TP is on cooldown. He doesn't have ultimate. He's worse than a non-factor in this situation. And Aster, with all of this damage on the Underlord, are just chunking through the buildings. They're going to be closing this one out very shortly. Phantom Lancer does have a buyback available, and he's going to have to use it. There's no way that Aster going anywhere. Okay, there's the Dragon Form pop. Buyback on the Phantom Lancer. They're coming in. Chain Frost deployed. Looking to Delta Split. Baboka does drag it a little bit further away, but it's still bouncing. Good damage onto XXS, but they've killed off the Tusk, and Aster still standing their ground. They want this Underlord kill. He's got the Guardian Greaves terrorized, protecting a little bit. Dragon Knight does manage to sidestep it, and Fade still trying to get his Underlord out of here. He's going to go for the TP. Sonic Wave puts an end to him as now Fade has to try and make his escape. He's being hexed up. He does have the Shadow Realm once he gets out of the hex, but there's a bash coming in from Erica, and they will find that secondary kill. Keen Gaming have to get so much on the swing back here.
From Afu, he just draws the line straight up mid lane. He wants to push this out as quickly as possible. He knows that they need to force out at least some sort of win condition from Aster. Will they use a buyback and then die back?
Phantom Lancer is hunting for kills currently. I guess he pushes mid and then goes and joins his team top. Yeah. Maybe they can make something happen there. There is no glyph. There are 2 buybacks. I don't think Mars would need to buy back. Maybe the Underlord needs to think about it just to guarantee the Mars respawn, but We will have to see. Clear out the wave pretty quickly. In comes the Phantom Lancer, tier 3 taking damage. Baboka thinks about throwing out an Arcane Curse. He's actually got an Orchid on this Silencer. Don't know where he found the farm for that. He's also got the repair kit. Holding on to this a little bit longer. Blink forward, Hex. Lena's now back here. They've got the Mars respawn. Glyph coming in. The repair kit doing its work. Jump forward. Spear back in between the two buildings. And now the Laguna Blade as Lena also pops the BKB. But the bashes are coming through from the Phantom Lancer. Good Glimmer Cape is going to keep him alive. Erica was actually looking for it. Brought a dust of his own. Does get caught now. They're going on the illusions. The real Phantom Lancer now kind of revealing himself. Can they keep him locked down? The Terrorize isn't quite there, but they've got the Yules, Terrorize, and the stun waiting for him. That's Phantom Lancer dying back, and I don't know what Keen can really do at this point. They're going to try and TP everyone to bottom. XXS, unfortunately, forced to cancel that. I think maybe the creep dying.
No, after you use Chain Frost on it to kill it.
Yeah, oh my god. I mean, otherwise this game would be over way faster, but I think that might still be the end here as Aster make a quick march down mid. And then
yes, such a huge portion of your net worth is on this Phantom Lancer. It feels like he was really the only one turning team fights in your favor, and now without him for 80 seconds, it just feels like the inevitable is about to happen.
And the damage from Mar is actually pretty impressive in that fight. Got 7 God's Rebukes off, constantly clearing up the illusions, and now Aster just coming in to work on the tier 4s. There is a glyph available, but no way in hell that they can get this Phantom Lancer respawn. SCCC blocking him in with the Arena. Dragon Knight trying to hide inside of the fountain, but Queen of Pain gonna have to put in a ton of work here, and it just does not seem possible. BKB popped. But SC just playing the objective, focusing on the tier 4s. Shadow Strike's coming through. Dragon Knight tanky, but maybe not tanky enough. The Snowball going to move him a little bit further out of position. SCCC just pops the BKB and runs in there. As DK getting locked down, the Laguna Blade finishes him off. He's got a buyback. Dreams of Radiance. Well, he does actually have it, but Aster is still working on the Ancient, and this should be the end of it. GG called by Afu at the last second. They're fighting to the bitter end, which is nice to see, but definitely going to be Aster's game.
Yeah, and nice rounded out. I'm sure Aster were on the edge of their seat at the end of that game too, after convincing turnaround by Keen, but that time around it seemed like much more of a measured response from them. I don't know, like Erica, he's able to get a good amount of farm, but just the timings of when he actually starts to rotate and make an impact with his team just seem a little bit delayed compared to what other people are able to do. So you don't always want to be that same sort of cookie cutter style on everyone, but at the end of the day, there's a reason why the top teams are who they are.
Yeah, he just seemed to lack a little bit of confidence, and I think they felt a bit of pressure in the mid game where they wanted to make plays, but then because of the laning, I think the laning adjustments that they made were good, but then it kind of left them in this weird spot where they didn't have a traditional offlaner to go and lead the ganks and to set up the kills and really do what they needed to do. And instead, they just fell into this pattern of, okay, Queen of Pain is split pushing, Phantom Lancer is split pushing, Dragon Knight is farming, but then we're also kind of just getting picked off and losing heroes here and there and never really putting a full team fight together. And in the end, Aster were the ones to take it. So unfortunately for Keen, they are still bottom of the leaderboard, 0-6 now their record.
But tomorrow we've got 2 more exciting games. Sparking Arrow against Vici Gaming, so that's first v third, which is going to be a pretty good matchup there. And Keen v Ocean, so the two. Okay. Oh, sorry, one of the 2 teams that came through the qualifiers in Ocean Gaming. Coming up against Keen, so maybe this could be the time that Keen get their first series victory.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. Yeah, it would be a good confidence boost for Keen if they can get that one. But still have to say that this looked all right for Aster, but we've also seen, like yesterday, I don't think IG really broke a sweat beating Keen, and Aster did get taken to 3 games. Sure, there was some weird drafting stuff in the second game, but I think it's still Aster still finding their form a little bit, maybe still finding their drafts. We'll have to see how they do as this week continues on. We are going to be wrapping up everything by the end of this week, guys. We've got a couple of days where there are 3 best of 3s in the one day, just to kind of get through those last couple of rounds. But that's going to be it for us for now. Danog, any closing thoughts before we send everyone off to go watch some other Dota elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, what else is going on at the moment? I think there's some ESL Dota going on with BTS. It should be pretty exciting. Nigma v Virtus Pro.
Oh yeah, dang. All right.
I'm watching that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, sounds good. That I think that's what I'll be keeping an eye on as I crawl into bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much
So-
for watching, guys. Oh, sorry. You go.
No, go ahead. Sign
Okay.
off for us. I'm all good. I'm just gonna chill and start watching a bit of that.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. We'll be back tomorrow for more CDA League. And yeah, go and watch Nigma versus VP. We'll be there as well.